Good morning, children. Today we begin with the science classes. We begin with chapter 1, food and its sources. Okay, this is part 1 of this first chapter. Food is required to survive, to grow, and to carry out the different functions of the body. Now, this food that you eat contains so many chemical substances, and these are termed as nutrients. Now, when you take in good nutrients of healthy food, then you provide nutrition to your body. So that is a process by which your body takes in food and uses it for growth and development. Now let's see the functions of food. Food supplies the body with energy. You play around every day, right? You study. You even do so many other work. Even your internal body is functioning, right? And for all this, energy is required. This energy is supplied by food. The next important function is that it enables you or your body to grow and develop. How is this growth and development brought about? By the addition of new cells. So whatever food you eat, those nutrients are used to produce more and more new cells in your body. And by the addition of these new cells, growth happens. Okay, so these 2 points are linked. The next important function is that it protects the body against germs and gives immunity to your body. You hear about so many diseases spreading around, and your mother must be telling you every time, wash your hand, use sanitizer, keep clean, right? Apart from staying clean, you also need to have nutritious food to protect you from germs, so that because this nutritious food is going to increase the immunity of your body. The next important point is that food is a part of all the festivities happening around you. Whenever you want to celebrate, we think about what are we going to prepare, isn't it? You see so many festivals being celebrated, and in every festival there is some special food that is prepared by your mother, right? So it is a part of all the festivities happening around you. Now let's see what this food contains. Okay, contains more than one or sometimes only one item or substances, which we term as the ingredients. Now let's take for example fruits. If we think about fruits, it's just a single ingredient. Okay, you want to have apple, you are having only apple. But when you think about potato curry, it may contain more than one ingredients. Like when your mother prepares, she'll be adding potatoes, maybe tomato, ginger, garlic, some spices, and so many other things are added to the potato curry. Okay, all these are termed as ingredients. One more difference you'll find in the above two food items. In case of fruits, we need not cook it, right? Whereas in case of potato curry, we need to cook it. We cannot simply put on these ingredients and then have it. No, we need to cook potato with all these ingredients. Now let's see why we need to cook food. What is the importance of cooking? The first point here is that it enhances the flavor and makes the food more palatable. Now what is this? Now you saw so many ingredients being added. Spices were added, tomatoes were added, right? Oil is added. So after adding all these things and heating it at a higher temperature, the flavor of each of the ingredient is enhanced. And this makes the food more tasty, right? That's what you like in cooked food. If simply your mother adds in all the ingredients and gives it to you as potato curry, you will not like it. Why? Because the flavor is not enhanced. It has not been cooked. The next important reason is that it kills the microorganisms. There are so many microorganisms which must be there on the vegetables that you bring from the market. So when you cook it at a very high temperature, again, it kills the microorganisms and makes the food healthy. The next important point is that it softens the food and makes it easy to digest. Okay, raw potato and cooked potato. You very well know which one is more softened. right? It's the cooked one. And therefore, it is easy for you to digest also. The next very important reason is that it removes certain inhibiting substances. Okay, there are certain substances present in this food that inhibits the absorption of the nutrients. Okay, but we want the nutrients to be absorbed by our body, so we need to remove these inhibitors. For this, again, food has to be cooked. So when you cook, these inhibitors are removed from it, and it becomes very easy for your body to absorb all the nutrients. I hope you've understood what we discussed today, children. We're going to go through the slides and also read the chapter. We'll again get back to you with the next part of this first chapter. Thank you.